EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here.
They'll run on first down. Pearson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson now. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 22, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The open man is Smith. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
On first down, Pearson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Easy. Mike 96. Yellow. Check 31. Attack. Go. 66.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here.
Come on, fellas.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
Yellow. Hey, watch the slant.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. Hey, Sunday. Easy.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
15. Mike 96.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
You take it right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's get this.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw is Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Flushed out right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Safety's creeping. Watch the edge.
They run with Hines, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. 7 yards, the pickup. On the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chiefs 14, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Now it's Jackson, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yellow. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy. 15. What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Here we go. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Check.
On first down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Charlie, Mike's 40. Watch the curl.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
40's Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 15. Check Mike 40. Check exit. Watch the slats.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Light. Hey, they're scared. 40's Mike. Here we go. Twist. Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57. Alpha. 15. You gotta go, baby.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. He's going to right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run on 1st down. Pearson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pearson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96. Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shit, watch the shit.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. goes here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hines. Oh, nice move. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Watch the trigger, yellow. Hero 15.
Mahomes now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs, 46 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. He was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And an out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow, let's go, Lou, ladies! Hey, yellow, go. Undercut.
Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. McCaffrey following the penalty. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one